What if dinosaurs lived among us? Would we be safe? Well, no, of course we wouldn't. There have been 5 movies proving that humans cannot be safe around dinosaurs. But anyway, that is the proposed question about Dominion by director Colin Trevorrow in brand new footage shown at CinemaCon in Las Vegas. Brand new footage from Jurassic World Dominion was shown to the stunned audience, along with interviews from the cast and crew explaining why Dominion is going to be great. Let's dive into what we know. Now, of course, there are going to be spoilers, and since this footage has yet to be released online, the descriptions themselves are very detailed and will contain many spoilers, so continue at your own risk. With that out of the way, here is what we know. Around 90 seconds of footage was shown, spliced between interviews with the cast and crew detailing their excitement for this film and how it feels like a true closure to the trilogy. Most of the descriptions noted how the footage played so quickly that they may have missed details, but we've done our best to combine everything that we have read. The featurette contained a handful of shots from Dominion showing dinosaurs in a snowy plain and a weird description of Owen Grady riding a dinosaur in an open field and later being chased by velociraptors across rooftops before jumping onto a motorcycle. The snowy plain dinosaurs are apparently 2 brachiosaurs being led by a bunch of vehicles through a snow-covered quarry. We see Ellie Sattler wearing a pair of glasses and an outfit that is described as a sophisticated wardrobe upgrade to her 1993 color palette of pink and khaki, stuck in a cage that was apparently reminiscent of the original raptor cage from Jurassic Park, and her trying to break out while water pours in. The footage also showed her in a very sunny, well-lit lab. Alan Grant is seen wearing his iconic hat and costume that resembles his Jurassic Park 3 look. Descriptions say that the original Legacy characters were shown together and also alongside the new trilogy's characters Owen and Claire, all interacting together. The featurette begins with grainy 1992 footage of Steven Spielberg on set of the original Jurassic Park while he explains a prop to young Joseph Mazzello, that prop being John Parker Hammond's Amber Cain. The Legacy cast members discuss the energy on set of that original movie, with Jeff Goldblum reiterating this point. Chris Pratt remembers watching it, and Bryce Dallas Howard claiming that she cried the first time she saw a dinosaur. Jurassic World Dominion is a celebration of the franchise. It concludes a story that Steven Spielberg started in 1993, says director Colin Trevorrow. It is everything we could have ever hoped for and more, says Laura Dern. More scene descriptions include a mosasaurus emerging from the ocean to eat an entire helicopter, a raptor, which we believe to be the Atrociraptor, runs across a building rooftop. A T-Rex is seen rampaging in a city. There are stunts, falling, vehicles flipping, somebody holds a flare, a Triceratops smashes against a Jeep, Sam Neill and the entire cast come face to face with a T-Rex in the woods. According to descriptions, there is a lot of footage of Owen and Claire interacting with our original trio, which will be very exciting to see. Apparently the dinosaurs look fantastic. We'd expect nothing less after the prehistoric scene shown in IMAX theaters. As we know, there are both practical effects in the form of animatronics, alongside lots of visual effects to bring these prehistoric creatures to life. One interesting point, and something that's likely to be a big spoiler for many, is the return of the Dilophosaurus, only seen in the first movie. According to descriptions, it screams and unleashes its frill. We actually know that a full-body animatronic was made and used in Dominion for this dinosaur, and that the coloring is slightly different to what we saw in 1993. It's more yellowy green, with less black stripes, and the frill and crest is more orange in color. The footage showed scenes in what appears to be a European city, with Claire Deering jumping between building rooftops as she's being chased by Atrociraptors. We then see Claire and Owen jumping down into some sort of ancient tomb. And then Owen is riding his motorcycle down cobblestone streets, which aligns with what we saw being filmed in Malta. He appeared to be chasing one of the Atrociraptors. One description claimed the scenes felt like action scenes from Indiana Jones, Jason Bourne, and James Bond. There was another description that stated, "We got some shots of the old cast in a couple of different locations, including in a cave that was very Indiana Jones-like." Now, we've heard this before from Colin, but he confirmed the importance of the original trilogy cast members' roles in Dominion. This is the movie that I've been waiting to make from the beginning. It's the one that we have spent the past 2 movies building to. It really was part of a larger story and part of the design, and I think people may be underestimating the size and importance of Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Jeff Goldblum's characters in this movie. It is very much an ensemble, and that includes the ability to take these beloved characters from almost 30 years now and understand how they interact with each other in the context of a world that we've really never seen before, and have not been able to witness until now. It's very exciting for me. I'm having the time of my life. Now, we may have missed some descriptions, but after reading all of this, I'm certainly hoping this featurette is released officially online. You may remember back in June when Fast 9 was released. If you were able to catch that movie in an IMAX theater, then you were treated to a 5-minute scene from Dominion. That scene may or may not actually end up in the movie. However, it featured a 4-minute scene set 65 million years ago and then was followed by a short sequence of the original T-Rex being chased by a helicopter and arriving at a drive-in movie theater wreaking havoc. Unfortunately, due to the lack of IMAX theaters in many regions globally, and of course due to the pandemic restricting people's ability to travel, many fans did not get the chance to see this scene. And now, the CinemaCon footage has been explicitly detailed by numerous journalists online. The argument is that you of course don't have to actually read those descriptions, instead saving yourself from the spoilers, but I think that becomes difficult when you are so excited for this movie, and aside from a teaser poster and a handful of images, have nothing to really indulge that craving. Hollywood marketing can be a funny one, but personally showing such a featurette only to a handful of journalists and allowing them to detail the scene online is just not good marketing. All it's really done is spoil the first look for fans and audience members who have waited a long time and are very much attached to it. Again, of course, you could just avoid reading any of those descriptions, but I think we know how difficult that can be, especially with how easy things are shared across social media. If there was a teaser trailer, or if this wasn't the second exclusive piece of footage shown only to a handful of people, then hearing about the CinemaCon footage wouldn't have this reaction and instead would just be exciting. But either way, based on the marketing for the first 2 Jurassic World movies, it's going to go from nothing to everything in a matter of months. Still, when people do get the chance to see this footage, it's likely still going to blow them away. Will this featurette be released online? Well, we certainly hope so, or perhaps they could show this short feature in front of another Universal movie in theaters. We mentioned this idea of multiple teasers being exclusive to cinemas ahead of other Universal tentpole movies in our video about the prehistoric scene. It would both encourage people to return to cinemas and give them a damn good reason to. It would create word-of-mouth style hype, but would allow almost everybody to have the chance to see the footage for themselves, and in some cases, be truly surprised by what they're shown. Either way, the footage shown at CinemaCon sounds truly exciting, and seeing the original trilogy cast members on screen once again is something to really be excited for. Here's hoping the featurette, or something similar, drops online very soon. In other Jurassic news, the pre-order trailer for Evolution 2 is here and shows a lot of gameplay, a lot more variety, and even shows the amphitheater from Jurassic Park San Diego. Stay tuned for more Jurassic news as always. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit subscribe for more content, and of course, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out the Jurassic Outpost store for Jurassic themed clothing, mugs, masks, and more, and check out the video description for discounts with our various partners. As always, head to JurassicOutpost.com for more news and information.